Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park on this Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. Qualifiers getting set to begin. We have 7 qualifiers in total on this Tuesday morning, a steamy Tuesday morning here in Campbellville. Track is fast. Wind is a non-factor. Horses are behind the starting gate for our first of 7. We've got pacers here to kick things off. Starting gate. Swings into the stretch. And here they come for qualifier number 1. And they're off and pacing. We've got speed from the far outside as Make Some Luck is charging out of there. Coming away well at the rail was Too Soon BG, Twin B Powerball between horses, and also into the mix is No Better Joy. Getting away in 5th on the outside is Wild River Bumblebee. Down to the rail we go to Lux Sealster. Then it is back to Mission 3 with the final one being Amazon Dragon. Into the first turn. And looking to get to the front is Make Some Luck for Jameson. Make Some Luck on the outside, looking to get around, and will get around Twin B Powerball at an opening panel of 29 and 1. So up into the backstretch they'll move, and our leader, this is Make Some Luck. The veteran is on the lead. Racing in second is Twin B Powerball, then followed in third by Too Soon BG. Right there, fourth. That is No Better Joy. Then there's a break of about 3 lengths going back to Lux Sealster. To the outside, Wild River Bumblebee is underway, and that one is advancing here in the second quarter. Final pair continue to be Mission 3 and Amazon Dragon. They come towards the midway point. Make Some Luck off a 29 and 1 opener. It's past the half in 58 and 4. Second quarter was paced in 29 and 3. Final turn in the back half should have plenty of action here now. First up and continuing to grind away is Wild River Bumblebee. Now 2 lengths from the front. Remaining in the pocket spot, Twin B Powerball. Then 4th down along the rail. That one getting a little steppy is Too Soon BG. Right to the outside comes No Better Joy, who is on cover right now, and will look to flip off when they swing for home. We'll go back, checking in 6th with Lux Sealster. To that one's outside is Mission 3, and Amazon Dragon is the trailer. 127 and 2 for 3 quarters, so they picked it up 28 and 3 in the third panel. off the turn end into the stretch, and it's Make Some Luck with the lead. Drifts out into the tooth path, so the rail is going to open up. Twin B Powerball is trying to surge through there. Now off cover, here comes No Better Joy. Still there's Wild River Bumblebee. In behind, looking for some room, is Too Soon BG. Getting the lead here in the final 16th. This is Twin B Powerball, and it'll be Twin B Powerball to take the first qualifier. Finishing in second was Make Some Luck. On the outside, getting third was No Better Joy, getting that position from Too Soon BG, 155 and 2. And the starting gate has moved into position for our second qualifier. 3-year-old Pacers here in the second. No scratches, inside out, Fantasy Hanover, Delight by Emma, Theory Sealster, Cantanzaro, Greatest Ending, and Leavin' Bruises. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. 3-year-old Pacers are picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Outside speed shown here from Greatest Ending and Leavin' Bruises. In this field of a half dozen, Greatest Ending will go out to the lead. Leavin' Bruises will be able to settle in right behind. Getting away in third is Fantasy Hanover. Back fourth, that is Delight by Yama. Fifth into the turn is Cantanzaro. And the early trailer is Theory Sealster. Heading towards the opening quarter, Greatest Ending back on track here this morning. Leads it through an opening panel of 28 and 4. So here is Greatest Ending as they move up into the backstretch, up front by about 4. Greatest Ending, who was a Pennsylvania Sire Stakes winner earlier this season, was scratched out of the Some Beach Somewhere Stakes, and this is his first appearance since mid-May, and he is leading the way, rolling along here for driver James McDonald, up by about 8 lengths. Back in second is Leavin' Bruises, who's tracked closely by Fantasy Hanover in third. Fourth, that is Delight by Yama. Cantanzaro and Theory Sealster round out the pack. The half was hit in 57 and 1. Into the final turn goes Greatest Ending, and Greatest Ending, the Dr. Ian Moore trainee, leads it by double digits. Now to the outside comes Fantasy Hanover in her second qualifier back. She's on the outside, advancing up into second. At the inside is Leavin' Bruises. Then in fourth, Delight by Yama. Going back to Theory Sealster and Cantanzaro rounding it out. 3/4 was hit in 125 even. That was 27 and 4 in the third quarter. Off the turn and into the stretch. And Greatest Ending looks to finish off this mile strong. He's been all alone up front throughout, and he continues to lead it by double digits. Fantasy Hanover moves up into second. As we come to the edge of the tote board, Greatest Ending, striding powerfully through the line, will stop the clock in 152 and 2. Fantasy Hanover was second, Leavin' Bruises was third. Fourth goes to Delight by Yama, back to Cantanzaro and Theory Sealster, 152 and 2, 27 and 2 home for Greatest Ending. Qualifier number 3 is up next. We're on the trot here. Scratch number 3, Southwind Cersei, and number 8, Malcolm G. One driver change. Sylvan Filion drives the 4 at Northern Blizzard. So from the inside out, we have Mass Abracadabra, Midnight Miracle, Northern Blizzard, Fashion Frenzy, Lexus Cody, Globetrotting, and Stars Above Allraj. Scratch down to a field of 7 for our third qualifier. Trotters swing into the stretch, and here they come. Off in trotting in qualifier number 3, center of the gate, getting out of there well, is Lexus Cody, along with next door neighbor Fashion Frenzy. So we'll see which one gets the top spot as they race towards that first turn. Third is Midnight Miracle, then getting away in fourth is Northern Blizzard. Dropping in fifth will be Globetrotting in front of rail starter Mass Abracadabra, and the early trailer Stars Above Allraj. First turn, and it is Lexus Cody who comes away with the advantage and leads it by 2.5 lengths, coming up to that opening panel in 29 and 3. So moving up into the backstretch, and Lexus Cody is a loose leader here. Racing in second is Fashion Frenzy, who's tracked third by Midnight Miracle. Then fourth is Northern Blizzard. A break of 2.5 lengths going back to Globetrotting, who is racing fifth. Followed in sixth by Mass Abracadabra, and seventh up the backside to Stars Above Allraj. No change in order here. A little spaced out. Lexus Cody. Plugs getting pulled there now by Henry, as Lexus Cody was all alone up front and will lead past the half in 58 and 2. Final turn is coming up now for Lexus Cody, who now will hear some footsteps as getting right up onto the leader's back is Fashion Frenzy. Also right there third is Midnight Miracle, who's just a little over 3 lengths from the front. Getting there as well, Northern Blizzard fourth. Fifth is Globetrotting, so they inch in a little closer. We'll see who comes to the outside first. We go back to our final pair, Mass Abracadabra and Stars Above Allraj. Lexus Cody still on the lead by 1.5 lengths. Fashion Frenzy looks poised to strike in the final quarter. They reach 3/4 in 1:28 and 1 off the turn and into the stretch after a 29 and 4 third quarter. Lexus Cody will try to finish it off. Fashion Frenzy still on the helmet in second. Midnight Miracle is third. Here's Globetrotting on the outside into fourth, and then it is Northern Blizzard fifth. Final 8th of the mile. Lexus Cody is still there. Fashion Frenzy hasn't left that leader's helmet, and as they come to the edge of the tote board, that's how they're going to finish. Lexus Cody, Fashion Frenzy just doing his own thing, finishing in second there. Third goes to Globetrotting, third. And then fourth, it was Midnight Miracle going back to Northern Blizzard. Stars Above Allraj and Mass Abracadabra, 1:56 and 3 for Lexus Cody. Up next is qualifier number 4. We're back on the pace here. Field of 8, no scratches. 1 driver change. Jonathan Drury sits behind number 2, Roan Hanover. That's the lone change for this 4th qualifier. From the inside out, we have Western Flames, Roan Hanover, Miss Italia, Bombella, Dyken's Treasure, Better Hold On Tight, Caporal, and Doc's Paparazzi. Starting gate picking up speed, approaching the start for our 4th qualifier. Here they come. And they're off and pacing from the rail. Western Flames and Roan Hanover showed good speed, but outside charging out of there goes Doc's Paparazzi, and that one is shooting up to early command. Caporal is also into the mix, and that one comes splitting through and should get the 2-hole, might even get early command. We'll see where Jameson elects to go on the outside there with Doc's Paparazzi. Roan Hanover got away 3rd, followed by Western Flames in 4th. 5th then is Dyken's Treasure. 2 lengths going back to Miss Italia, who was tracked by Bombella. Early trailer is Better Hold On Tight. The opening panel was 30 seconds flat, and into the backstretch they go. And getting in the front, that was the outside starter, Doc's Paparazzi. Doc's Paparazzi is on the lead. Racing second, Caporal, and then in 3rd, it is Roan Hanover, who's followed 4th by Western Flames. 5th, that is Dyken's Treasure. 3 lengths then going back to Miss Italia. A couple of lengths to Bombella. Trailer is Better Hold On Tight. They won't change any positions here in the second quarter. The half was hit in 59 and 2. Second quarter was paced in 29 and 2. The leader is Doc's Paparazzi here for Jameson. Tracking comfortably in second there is Caporal, and that one might be looking to go on here as they round the final turn. 3 lengths from the front is Roan Hanover 3rd. Right on that one's back 4th is Western Flames, who's tracked 5th by Dyken's Treasure. 2 lengths then to Miss Italia, who is followed by Bombella, and the trailer continues to be Better Hold On Tight. Doc's Paparazzi is still in command. Past 3 quarters in 128 and 4, off the turn and into the stretch. Doc's Paparazzi now out of the deuce into the outside. Caporal will look to charge on by, but right in behind as well is Roan Hanover, fanning widest of them all. That is Dyken's Treasure. In behind horses is Western Flames, getting the short advantages. Caporal, center of the track, Roan Hanover, far outside. Here comes Dyken's Treasure. 3 across as they come to the edge of the tote board, and Dyken's Treasure on the outside charges on by here and will take it for Jones. Finishing in second was Caporal. 3rd then went to Roan Hanover, followed across the line 4th by Western Flames. Then it appeared to be Better Hold On Tight over Doc's Paparazzi, Miss Italia, and Bombella, 156 and 3. Qualifier 5 is up next as the starting gate is now rolling. Field of 6 on the trot, 3-year-old trotters here. Note number 1, Lady Flicks will be driven by Louis Waugh. Inside out, we have Lady Flicks, Classic Magic, Mischievous Rose, CM Save Will GL, Player 1, and Nigel Springwell. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Sophomore trotters are picking up speed for our 5th qualifier. Off and trotting here in qualifier number 5, and outside we will see Nigel Springwell going out to the early lead, and that one strides out there strongly to the early lead at about 5 lengths here before the 1/8 of the mile was complete. Getting away in second was Mischievous Rose, then in third that is Classic Magic. Lady Flicks from the rail got away fourth, then it was CM Save Will GL, and Player 1 is currently the trailer as they go into the first turn. So we'll come towards the opening quarter. 28-4 was that panel, courtesy of Nigel Springwell, who is all alone on the lead right now, leading it by about 7 lengths. Back in second is Mischievous Rose. 2 lengths behind her is Classic Magic. Another 2 lengths to Lady Flicks, about the same margin back to CM Save Will GL, and Player 1 is currently Player 6 as they go up the backside. They approach the half, and Nigel Springwell is leading the way. Now getting closer, though, is Mischievous Rose. After a 28-4 opening quarter, the half is hit in 58-3. So the second quarter was 1 second slower at 29-4. Final turn is coming up next, and Nigel Springwell has now been confronted, at least getting right behind his Mischievous Rose. We'll see if she just stays on that one's back. McClure's going to have to go on now. So Mischievous Rose to the outside will sweep on by Nigel Springwell. Doing so is Classic Magic as well. And then we go back to Lady Flicks in third. Fourth is CM Save Will GL, and the trailer is Player 1. 3/4 hit here by Mischievous Rose in 129 even. Off the turn and into the stretch, Mischievous Rose has the lead, and she's up front here now by 2 lengths on Classic Magic. Lady Flicks is behind on the outside. CM Save Will GL, then back to Nigel Springwell, who's now 5th, and 6th is Player 1. Final 1/8 of the mile, Mischievous Rose is trying to finish it off nicely here. She's got a few lengths still on Classic Magic, and Mischievous Rose will take our 5th qualifier. It's Mischievous Rose through the line, winning it by about 4 lengths. Finishing in second, that was Classic Magic from Lady Flicks at the inside, CM Save Will GL, then we go back to Nigel Springwell, and Player 1, 158-2. Next up is qualifier number 6, starting gate moving into position. We've got a field of 8, no scratches, but a few driver changes. Number 6, Shadow and Red's Honey, will be driven by Louis Waugh. And number 7, Sporty Deal, will be driven by Yves Fillion. Inside out, we have Ain't She Perfect, Cheddar This, Fool's Delight, Southwind Maritime, Watch Me Dance, Shadow and Red's Honey, Sporty Deal, and Petty Pooh. Starting gate picking up speed, and here they come, a field of 8 for our 6th qualifier. They're off and pacing. Sporty Deal is getting away well, as that one is looking to cross over at the rail. Ain't She Perfect hustles out of there with some early speed. So too does Cheddar This, and that one will knife its way through to the early lead. Getting away in 4th is Vol's Delight, followed then in 5th by Shadow and Red's Honey. Into the first turn, Petty Pooh got away 6th, 7th around the first bend. That is Watch Me Dance. And then we go back to Southwind Maritime as the opening quarter was hit in 30-4. Into the backstretch, and our leader up front here by a couple of lengths is Cheddar This. Ain't She Perfect is in 2nd, then 3rd is Sporty Deal. Racing on that one's back in 4th is Vol's Delight, followed 5th by Shadow and Red's Honey. 6th up the backside is Petty Pooh, and then it's 2 lengths to Watch Me Dance, and getting a little closer now the trailer, Southwind Maritime. Still on the front, this is Cheddar This. Now out from 4th comes Vol's Delight, so she is underway. She got her cue from Sylvain Fillion, and she's coming quickly now, rushing up to take the lead. The half was hit in just 1 minute and 3/5. Vol's Delight certainly to ramp up the tempo as she brushed to the front confidently there. Now leads it by 2.5 lengths. In 2nd is Cheddar This, then racing 3rd is Ain't She Perfect. A few lengths going back then to Sporty Deal in 4th, followed 5th by Shadow and Red's Honey. Staying at the inside there is Petty Pooh. To the outside, getting underway is Watch Me Dance. The trailer is Southwind Maritime. Vol's Delight on the lead by 3 lengths, past 3/4 in 1:28.3. So that was 28 seconds even in the 3rd quarter, and now into the stretch. Here is Vol's Delight. Back in 2nd is Cheddar This. 3rd is Ain't She Perfect. On the outside, that is Shadow and Red's Honey. Widest of them all, looking to finish up well is Petty Pooh, as that one is surging by a few rivals. But meanwhile, up front, Fillion sitting chilly here on Vol's Delight, and Vol's Delight will take qualifier number 6. Petty Pooh was finishing up strong and comes through the line 2nd. Off stride at the wire went Shadow and Red's Honey. Finishing in 4th was Cheddar This. Time of the mile was 1:56.3. Seventh and final qualifier on this Tuesday morning. We are on the trot. Scratch number 2 of Precious Stone and number 5 Distant Drums. Inside out we have Delta Rose, Ruby Two Shoes, Southport, The Legend Continues, and Commemorative. Note that Commemorative has added trotting hobbles. Off stride before the start was the 6th, The Legend Continues. Off and trotting here in the 7th. And we are going to see Ruby Two Shoes getting out of there. Tight hold from McClure. That one won't be the early leader. Instead, it will be Southport, who strides out confidently to grab command. Now they are able to settle down as Ruby Two Shoes, as that one will have the leader to track. Getting away in third is Delta Rose. Then we go to Commemorative and back to the breaker before the start. That is The Legend Continues. So 4 of them are up front here. Coming towards the opening quarter, Southport is going to cut out that opening panel in 31 seconds flat. Into the backstretch they'll move. The leader is Southport by 1.5 lengths. Racing in second, that is Ruby Two Shoes. Then in third is Delta Rose, back to Commemorative in fourth, and The Legend Continues is the trailer. So it looked for a moment maybe like Ruby Two Shoes would go on and try and loop around, but Southport is going to keep things moving, and it'll be Southport continuing to lead as they come to the next marker. So Southport races past the half in 1 minute and 3/5. Second quarter, much quicker than the first quarter, I should say. 31 seconds in the opener, 29 and 3 in that second split, on to the final turn. And the leader continues to be Southport. It's Southport and trainer-driver Shane Weber leading the way. Final turn is where they're navigating right now, and Southport leads it by a little more than 1.5 lengths. Ruby Two Shoes in second. 2.5 lengths going back to Delta Rose. To the outside comes Commemorative. The Legend Continues is fifth. Into the stretch off 3/4 of 1:30 and 3. 30 seconds even, and they're now turned for home, and Southport is going to try and scoot away, and the lead now is stretched out to about 5 lengths with 1/8 of a mile remaining. So it will be Southport who is going to take our 7th and final qualifier. Ruby Two Shoes, we'll see if that one will hold on for a second. It appears so. Commemorative does get up into third. Delta Rose is fourth, and The Legend Continues will finish in fifth. Final qualifier of the day goes to Southport, who stops the clock in 1:59 and 4.